Or you never know.
Yeah, I think they're gonna go in there and spar. I don't think it's gonna be you trying to kill me or I'm trying to kill you. You know, I think it's let's go in here and make this money. You know, it's more of a business tactic than
100%.
And he went from Disney to, you know, getting paid. What I told you, world champions that have dedicated their whole life to this sport, they will never get paid. Not even a percentage of what he's making.
Yeah.
Or you about it because it's more the sport of boxing.
Nah, it don't bother me because if I was in that position, I'd be happy. I always look at it like that. Like, if I was in that position, I'd be happy making all these millions of dollars. You know, it don't count. It's just for show. I mean, it's a win-win.
Terence Crawford responded to Gervonta Davis taking on Jake Paul by saying it's more of a business decision than a real boxing match. He pointed out that the huge weight gap, the 135-pound fighter going up against someone around 200 pounds, makes it clear this is an exhibition, not true competition. Crawford said the two will likely just put on a show for entertainment and money. He acknowledged that Jake has size and power while Tank is fast and explosive, but summed it up simply: this fight is about business, not boxing.
Jake too big for Tank, you know. In reality, he's way too big for Tank. Like, Tank is very talented, punch hard, explosive, the whole 9 yards, but
yeah, because some people say Jake's fight's rigged. He's like suing people now that say they're rigged. You see that? But how could they rig it before? Because, like, what if they just say, oh, we're gonna go soft on each other, and then Tank just fucking throws it right at Jake?
Jake can punch with that right hand. Like, I seen him, you know what I mean, up close in person. Like, dude is big. He's not as slow as people think he is, and he can punch. You know, that's why a lot of people know, like, there was times where, you know, him and Tyson, you know, was in the ring and he could have, like, laid it on Tyson, but he kind of, like, held back.
You could tell.
And that's the same with Tyson. Like, Tyson could have caught Jake with something and he just like, you know, so you can see it.
If you had to choose someone to win that fight, who do you think wins?
Honestly, I think Jake by youth.
Really?
Yeah.
Emiliano Vargas spoke candidly about how boxing has changed in recent years, largely because of figures like Jake Paul. He said Jake understands that modern boxing isn't just about skill or building a legacy anymore, it's about grabbing attention. Today, fan excitement, social media buzz, and entertainment value determine who gets the biggest paydays. Vargas noted that this shift feels unfair to lifelong boxers who've dedicated everything to mastering their craft and facing real champions, yet never earned even a fraction of what Jake makes from hype alone. He admitted that Jake figured out the formula early: create drama, build buzz, stay in the spotlight, and the money will follow. Vargas sounded both impressed and disappointed, saying Jake's rise proves boxing is moving away from pure sport and becoming more of an entertainment business.
Explain this to me. Non-basketball terms is such a funny internet game, but explain this to me like a third grader. What is an exhibition fight?
I don't even know, bro. I'm gonna be real with you. All I know is that Jake is making, God damn.
But when they say
look, God bless Jake, bro, because this is what he figured out. He figured out this. He figured out boxing is all about attention.
100%.
And he went from Disney to, you know, getting paid. What I told you, world champions that have dedicated their whole life to this sport, they will never get paid. Not even a percentage of what he's making.
Yeah.
But because attention brings dollars. It doesn't matter if it's a podcast, if it's a movie premiere, if it's boxing. If there's no attention on it, you're not going to make no money from it.
This is like the WNBA conference. That's why they don't make the money, because they don't have the attention.
No, for sure. I was at the WNBA yesterday. That shit was lit, bro.
It was lit?
I was chopping it up with Floyd was there.
It was
like,
good?
People they won by like, I think 1 or 2 points. But I was standing up and I was jumping in, you know, it's the finals though.
Yeah.
It's the finals. So, all that aside, I just feel like Gervonta could crack though, bro.
Oh, of
Gervonta
course.
could crack. I mean,
so this is what I want
he's sparred light heavyweights and heavyweights before. Like, this ain't nothing new.
Even taller guys.
For sure.
Yeah, so what I really want to ask you in regards to that fight is, like, obviously someone like Gervonta is not, in his mind, he's not going to go out there and look stupid, no matter how it goes.
Right. No, he's not.
But that's what when I see it's an
He's not.
exhibition fight, I'm like, what does that mean?
And you can still get knocked out. You know, I feel like that means there's not going to be no winner.
No effect on the record.
Yeah, that's exactly what it means. But you could get knocked out.
So you don't think, because like, you know, the beef now is like, this shit's the WWE. That's what people say about boxing.
I mean,
Showbiz the adult emphasized that Gervonta Davis isn't taking Jake Paul lightly, even though the fight is labeled an exhibition. He explained that Tank views this as an opportunity to prove his dominance on a global stage. A strong win over Jake wouldn't just boost his reputation among boxing fans, it would make him a worldwide name. That's why, according to his coach, Davis is training with the same intensity as if it were a world title bout. Showbiz also pointed out that for Tank, losing isn't an option. In today's world, the internet never forgets, and one poor showing against a yo.
They tell me you start hitting Jake with some shit, he ain't gonna fight back. He said, fat. But he had you on a hit list before this fight even happened. So his mental is on you. So you have to take him serious.
What Tank Davis doesn't know he's risking is crazy. I hope he knows now. The fan base doesn't know what Tank's risking. Y'all just seeing it as WWE shit. That Jake Paul is an opportunist, and that Jake Paul is going to try to knock him out. He's going to try to knock him out, do this, cross his arms. He's going to try to do that shit. If he hits Tank and Tank has Bambi legs, that goes viral. Jake Paul gave Tank Bambi legs. He'll get trolled so much, Tank may retire. Tank got to knock that guy out, and y'all don't realize it. And regardless of the reality of it being an exhibition, that shit, the sight of that is going to go viral.